Taylor will be the first out trans woman to lead a city office in New York City history.
What's going on about this Afro think tank? So, a Muslim Indian mayor of New York who was born in Uganda has just elected a trans woman to the head of the LGBTQIA department, which was just made up in New York. Now, this is absolutely going to piss off heterosexual, Christian, evangelical, racist, bigoted, misogynistic Americans, Republicans. This, if he is bad enough that he's a Muslim, ooh, right? And he was born in Uganda, double ooh, right? And he's the mayor of New York. Oh my God, 9/11, right? But now he has put in power a trans woman. Oh my God. Listen, ain't like she playing sports. You guys should be good. All right, listen. I'm a heterosexual, Pan-African black man, all right? But you see, I'm secure in my sexuality, right? And in my own life, and I don't mind, even though it's not my cup of tea, right? I don't mind if they want to be them, or they, or her, or he, or she, right? That's their life. That's their life, right? They're allowed to live it. Live and let live, right? And I'm from Washington, D.C., so that should tell you everything you need to know, all right? Because DuPont Circle, okay? And I'm where I'm from, all of them are rich, all right? They got bread, all right? They got bread. Now, listen, this is historical, right? This is a whole lot, all right? Now, this is some progressive shit, all right? This is some super progressive. Like, this is all the way progressive. You can't get no more progressive than that. I got to be honest. A Muslim? No, he trying to piss off everybody. All right. But, congratulations, right? Congratulations. And I didn't even know that they needed a department. Right. And here's the thing. This is what I respect. All right. Now, hear me out now. This is what I respect about gay, LGBTQ, and all these people who are out. They are brave enough to live their truth out in the open, right? Knowing that they're going to deal with all kinds of discrimination from very conservative individuals who feel very uncomfortable about the way they choose to live their life or the way nature says they're going to live their life, right? Period, right? And I think it's very hypocritical for the Republican Party, right, to have an issue with this, especially since most of the people in the Republican Party are gay, but they are not brave enough to just come on out the closet. All right. Now, we have already heard and know for a fact that every time the Republicans get together to have one of their little white supremacist schwingdigs, that the app Grindr crashes in that area because all those white people who are in the closet who say they hate LGBTQ everything simply because they're not brave enough to just come out and be who they are, Lindsey Graham, right? Because they're not brave enough, they project their insecurities about how they really are in real life out into the world. So they act extra straight, even though they're not straight. Like Lindsey Graham couldn't act straight if he tried. He be trying. He tried to act so straight. He wants to be a warmonger. Listen, most warmongers in the past were gay too. Alexander the Great had a lover. He was gay. Most of the Greeks were gay. The Spartans, they were super gay. I'm just saying, all the tough guys that you guys like and deify and honor, they was all gay. I'm just saying, right? So as a straight man who's not worried about a gay person being gay, or a man who feels like he's in the wrong body, right? Or a woman who feels like she's in the wrong body, right? Shit happens, right? Shit happens, right? And we don't know the nature of nature. We don't know shit, right? We just figuring shit out, right? And I highly doubt that these people wake up one day and say, you know what? I want to be gay. I want to be trans. I want to be discriminated against. I want to have a hard life. I want to be a pariah as a community. Yeah, I choose to do that for fun. I highly doubt that. So I'm pretty sure there's some physiological, elements that we don't know yet that causes these people to be the way they are. Just like Donald Trump has some physiological, issues that cause him to be a narcissistic man-child, baby, affluenza, suffering, piece of shit, racist Nazi, right? So I'm going to say congratulations. And I know this pisses off the Republicans, and that's what makes me happy. It pisses off all these white people who can't mind their own fucking business, because it shouldn't really matter what the hell is somebody does behind closed doors. Because apparently most of these Republicans that pretend like they're straight, they don't want anybody to know what they do behind closed doors, right? But they all got anonymous apps, all right? Goddamn Republican Speaker of the House who's clearly gay. Right? Come on, that dude is too clean. That dude got all kind of moisturizer sitting on his goddamn dress. Goddamn well, look at his face. Ain't no white person got such a smooth face like that unless he gay. Look at his suits. Them shit's fitted. Everybody else just buys suits from K&Gs and shit. This motherfucker get his shit custom made. You can tell he gay. All right? So listen. I, as a heterosexual straight black man who, prefer women, right? And I advocate for male and women relationships. If somebody feels the need to be different, I, as a human being, will not step in their way and will not shun them, right? Or will not disregard them as an equal human being because they make those choices. Because every religion, every group of people got their own version of this, and they're all handled several different ways. The Hawaiians, right? The Samoans got their own versions of this. They have a third gender. The Indians have their own version of this. They have a third gender. There are Asian countries that deal with this situation by giving them a lane, a third gender, right? In Europe, they do it, right? So in Africa, they're like, hell to the fuck no. But they there. But like in Nigeria, right? They be having them listen, Nigeria is Atlanta. Okay, with accents. Nigeria, they have the way they do it here is the girls still pretend like they tomboys. That's what they do. They rock the tomboy side, right? But they be having their goddamn drag shows, and they be doing all that shit. Y'all don't see that shit on TV, but I'm telling you, a lot of the world has already progressed past harping over or being falsely pissed off about some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you, right? If Christian Republicans, right, who are pretending like they're not gay, if they would just be brave enough to be who they are, right, and just release themselves in the open, Lindsey Graham and the Speaker of the House, then maybe they wouldn't be so goddamn uptight, right? And maybe the world would be a better place, right? As long as they're not pushing it onto you. Because listen, there's no book that's going to make you gay. There's nobody saying, hey, there's no gay recruiter out there trying to find straight dudes to make gay. And if a gay recruiter came out to make straight people gay, then he was gay the whole time. He just finally came out. And therein lies the truth. So, hey, I'm a live and let live guy. Because there's shit that I do that I know people wouldn't like. Right? There's shit that other people do that other people don't like. So what? As long as they don't impose it on me, I'm fine with it. So anyway, check this out. Republicans are going to be heated about this because they can't be flamboyant. They can't be out there. And they would really love to have that position. All right? But they can't because they're too much of cowards to come out and be who they really are. All right? Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. This is Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach some. I'm out.
In an historic move today, Mayor Mamdani rolled out the Office of LGBTQIA plus Affairs. It's first of its kind in the city. From securing housing to employment, the office vows to level the playing field for the community. And Andrew Ramos has this story from Crown Heights.
Fulfilling a campaign promise, Mayor Mamdani signed an executive order Friday paving the way for the city's first ever mayor's office of LGBTQIA+ affairs, installing Taylor Brown, an attorney in the Civil Rights Bureau for the New York State Attorney General, as its new director.
Because it is personal to her. Taylor will be the first out trans woman to lead a city office in New York City history.
This is not a culture war. We are not the enemy. We are your neighbors.
With Brown's leadership, the office will oversee and implement LGBTQIA+ initiatives across city agencies. Brown, now serving the city she says gave her so much.
New York City has been the place that has given me, again, life-saving health care, my education, a career.
She's gonna make sure that everybody gonna be somebody.
And MAGA talk is freaking the fuck out. Take a look.
Well, New York is fucked.
Mamdani.
Socialism or communism.
It's going to be a disaster.
Welcome to Russia.
Socialist communist takeover.
Communist. Socialism and the Marxist. Socialist agenda.
Socialism.
Communist, extremist, socialist, Mamdani.
Zoran Mamdani and
Mamdani.
Mamdani will ruin New York.
I stand on the fact that MAGA voters and progressive Democrats want the same thing. They want an affordable place to live. They want to be able to afford food. They want opportunity. They want to be able to afford health care. And they want a brighter future for their children. The difference is MAGA Republicans punch down. They blame the majority of America's problems on the people with the least amount of money and power. And those are immigrants, people on food stamps, poor people, disabled people, you name it. Progressive Democrats, they punch up. They blame a majority of America's problems on the people with the most amount of money and power. But it is time to...
Hi, I'm Kiki About Change, and I am here in Crown Heights to interview the newly appointed director of the Office of LGBTQIA+ Affairs, Taylor Brown. Baby, this is a really cool day because not only is Taylor the very first out trans person to run a citywide office in New York City's history, but baby, it's also the first time there's been an Office of LGBTQIA+ Affairs. So we can thank Mayor Zoran for that.
Wow. At a time when federal rollbacks and state-level bills are targeting the queer and trans community with a pointed cruelty, it is our responsibility as New Yorkers to step up and take care of our own. The person who leads that work must possess an unwavering commitment to queer New Yorkers, which is why I am so proud to announce that Taylor Brown will serve as the director of the Office of LGBTQIA+ Affairs. Taylor will be the first out trans woman to lead a city office in New York City. City Hall will stand with queer New Yorkers every day that is still to come. Thank you.
And thank you all for being here today. My heart is so warm to see you all here and all the smiles and just such a big crowd. It means so much to me when I think about everything that I've been through in my life to get to this place. I'm so thrilled to be joining this administration at this moment to do this work.
Hello, it's Kiki About Change. I'm here with the newly appointed Director Brown.
Hello.
I have a few questions for you. First of all, you are the first citywide director to be a trans person in the history of New York City. How do you feel like you are part of the LGBTQ legacy of New York City?
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say I have been a first many times over at all of my jobs. I was the first trans woman hired as an attorney and then also a trans woman of color. And so I have always understood that the job that I have taken on is to advocate for all of us. And I think with my background coming from some of the most disadvantaged parts of our communities, that's who I have centered. And so I'm incredibly humbled, but I'm also incredibly excited, and I'm also incredibly confident that we can deliver on what we need to deliver in this city.
And when do you think we're going to see Mr. Mayor at $3 bill?
Ooh, you know what? I will save that for his team, but if he needs a guest, I'll certainly come with him. I've been there many times.
We can't wait to see you there again. Congratulations, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. Free Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.